Hi, it's Marina, the Soul Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card weekly guidance for the 13th through to the 19th of March. So if you've not had a chance to tune into the cards, then I want you to pick card 1, 2, or 3. And I'm going to reveal the messages, themes, and energies that will support you over the next 7 days. Now, I would encourage you to listen to all 3 messages because it all will relate in some shape or form, but whatever card you picked is going to have the primary focus. Also, the bonus card this week is about money and wealth, and I will reveal that at the end. So we do actually have a repeater this week in position 3, which was in position 1 last week. But let's dive into card 1. So it's the paths unknown. So you've got this female here that's stood in the middle of this forest. She's kind of seen these paths and she's not sure which one to take. Scrolls is all about connection with the mind. It's our wisdom, it's our gifts, it's our mastery, it's our knowledge and the way that we can communicate our knowledge to others. So what I'm sensing with this card this week is there's a decision to be made. It's an opportunity that is being presented to you, whether it's being physically given to you, somebody's connecting with you saying, look, we've got this. Would you like to get involved? Would you like to collaborate? Whatever, you know, it might be in work, it might be in your business, it could be family, community. It's where your wisdom is desired. Or you are seeing for the first time this opportunity lay out for you. The opportunity's probably been always there, but you've just never been in the right time and space and energy to see it. The guidance with this card is to not rush in. Take at least 24 hours to consider your options. And the things that I want you to consider is your return on investment, not in money, in energy. So how much time is this likely to take? And this is where you're going to need to ask questions of the people that are involved in the opportunity. You know, how much is required of you and what are you going to get back in return? Also connecting with your soul and your heart space, just to kind of see if there's that feeling of excitement that's there. It feels expansive. The heart is opening up. Or if there's a sense of dread or contraction, and there's just an element of maybe guilt or something like that, an obligation, then this is not the right decision for you to take. So consider all of that, give it a little bit of time. And then if you're still feeling, oh my God, this is going to be amazing, there might be a little bit of dread, but also excitement, that's perfect, that's normal, then go for it. So paths unknown, what is opening up for you this week? It's exciting. Give it a little bit of time, consider what you get back and make your decision. So that's card 1. And if you want to go a little bit deeper, if that really resonates, or you just fancy having an empowerment tarot session where we can focus on general business, money, relationships, whatever is supportive for you, then please do reach out. All of my sessions include Akashic record healing, and there will be a lot of kind of spiritual guidance that comes through in that session. And also you'll be held in a beautiful kind of healing space whilst the session is being given. So reach out to me if that's something that you feel that you would absolutely like to jump into. And you can do that from £33 a month. So you can do it on subscription and be supported by me for 4 times a year. Okay, so if you are picking card 2 is the War of the Roses. So this is quite a popular card. We've not had it for a little while, but it does come up a fair bit. And the War of the Roses, you can see that there is this battle that isn't actually happening. There's a kind of an impasse, there's a standoff, a standstill. Nothing is moving. And this is kind of where one of your connections, one of your relationships, whether it be friendship, clients, work colleagues, somebody that you meet randomly in the supermarket, there's this kind of like sense of not being able to kind of like come together. And so what this card is saying is, in order for this to progress and maybe for us to kind of move out of stubbornness, because it depends on who it is and what it is that we're kind of defending ourselves with or wanting to really put our point across with, or to who, this card is saying, consider the other side. Try and come from a space or get yourself in a place of neutrality so that you can consider all facets of this situation, of these circumstances, And as I say, try and consider the other person's point of view. And then at that point, that you're more able to probably come to compromise. This card is about compromise this week. So I'm not saying compromise yourself to a point of sacrifice, but sometimes we can be quite insistent on being right just for right's sake and losing the whole point of what is being brought to the table. So this card is saying, try and get to a place of neutrality, see the other person's point of view. And then at that point, and from that perspective, you're able to, come up with a solution which it works for both parties. So that's the kind of the premise of this card, is to come to a solution that works for everybody. And at the moment, because there is this, I'm right, I'm right, nothing is happening and there's no progress. So to get progress this week with whatever this relates to you, and you'll know what it is, then compromise is going to be needed. So let me know if that card resonates, and also if you want to go deeper with your own session. 3 months Empowerment Tarot. We can focus on all sorts of things: money, business, just general relationships, and it all includes Akashic record healing, in spiritual insights, wisdom and guidance. So you'll be held through the whole session. And if you want to join and get 4 sessions a year, then you can do that on subscription from £33 a month. Okay, so this is the repeater from last week. It was in position 1, it's now in position 3. I picked this card again. This is very much for me relative to me birthing my Akashic Oracle cards, which are now on pre-sale if you weren't aware. And you can buy your pack and also get 2 free bonuses. So do click the link that's included in the description and in the comments, and you can read more about it there. So the birth, it's new chapters, it's new beginnings. It might actually be little people, hearing about little people coming into the world, little babies, or people being pregnant. But primarily for me, this is about a new phase. It's a new chapter. And so if you had this in position 1 last week, then you're continuing this phase. Obviously, it's quite a new big beginning. With birth is a labor of love. So it's something that perhaps you've been working on for a while, and it's just getting closer and closer to fruition, to being pushed out into the world, or, you communicating it in some way to somebody. This is what the birth is all about. We've got connection to family here, but this is, for me, feels more like pregnancies and babies being born rather than family that are already there. What you might also find is that there's new relationships forming with this as well. So it's the birth of a new connection in some shape or form as well. So look out for anything that is being birthed. Well, what are you birthing? Are you birthing a new aspect of yourself? Are you trying to step into a new, healthier way of being, or kind of more aligned way in terms of your mindset, stepping into your confidence and your self-belief more, and doing bits and pieces to support that? Then you are birthing a new aspect of you. So this birthing card is kind of multifaceted. So just really consider what it is that you really want to birth, or you're in the process of birthing, and just know that this process is continuing this week. Stick with it. It will happen. There might be some challenges in there, but just kind of keep going. It's all perfect, and you will be delighted once you have birthed that new aspect of yourself, or whatever it relates to you. You're going to be absolutely delighted with it. So let me know how the card resonates. If you want to go deeper, a 3-month Empowerment Tarot session is what I would recommend, whether that be with money, business, career, relationships, or just in general. Please do reach out to me, and we can start that process off from £33 a month. And if you do that, that's a subscription, and I will get to support you 4 times a year. So you're fully held for 12 months with healing and guidance. So you want to know what the bonus card is. It's money and wealth. And this is not so much about really striving to get money and wealth. With this particular card, it's the King of Forces. Forces, it's all about our energy. It's about our connection to the universe, our spirituality, to other people, nature. And you can see in this card, there's a lot of nature. There's these animals that are gathering around the King of Forces. He's got a gentle nature. He's connected to spirituality, connected to environmental concerns. And so for me, the King of Forces this week is not about striving. It's not about hustle. It's not about push when it comes to money and wealth. He's just standing here and he's admiring. He's in this beautiful nature place. And he's just like, oh my God, this just feels amazing. I just love being here. And so what's happening is slowly these animals are drawing to him because of his magnetism, because he's being, he's fulfilling himself and his needs just by being in nature, because that's what he really likes. That's what fulfills him. And so these animals are just kind of like wandering over because they want to also be in his energy. And so this is where the striving and the hustle is not needed this week when it comes to money and wealth. It's about identifying what you really want to do, what fills you up, what brings you that sense of inner peace and kind of like, I love doing this. And the money and the wealth, in whatever form that is, that might be opportunities. It could be an offer of, there might be more clients or people coming into the shop. It could be an offer to go for a new job promotion, or it could be just people stepping in to support you with whatever wealth means to you. Wealth doesn't always mean money. For some people, it's more about health, and it's more about lifestyle and having time freedom. That for them is wealth. And so you've got people also being magnetized or kind of directed to you by the universe to support you with that intention and that fulfillment. But it's not about really striving and getting out there to do it. And you'll notice that, there's this massive nebulous in the sky. So this is very much about spiritual connection, expansion. So do the things that are spiritually aligned, spiritually fulfilling for you this week. And that could be just walking out in nature. That is a spiritual practice. Everything that we do can become a spiritual practice. Washing up with intention and really focusing on what we're doing, it brings us back to the present and can be a spiritual practice. So just really consider that and consider what you can do this week that's going to fill you up, because that's what's going to magnetize the money and wealth. So it's not about striving for it or pushing for it or asking for it. This is about receiving it. And you receive it by doing the things that you love. So it's a beautiful card. It's a beautiful way to manifest. So go out there and manifest what it is that you want, and let me know how that card transpires, how it unfolds for you this week, because I would love to hear. So if you want to go deeper and have your completely own unique session, one-to-one, personal with me, and you want either a single session or you want 4 sessions for the whole year, then you can do that from £33 a month. Let me know. We can cover all sorts, but all of the sessions will all have Akashic Record healing in them, and also background healing that I call in with the light beings that want to step in and support you on those sessions. They can be galactic, they can be angels, they can be elementals, they can be even family members. So there's a lot going on in those sessions, and they're all unique to you. So do let me know if that's something that you would like to explore. And also, if you want to know more about my own Akashic Oracle cards, which have now been created and available on pre-sale. So I haven't actually physically got them yet. They are going to start to be delivered in April, with a beautiful masterclass to support that, free at the end of April. Then please do click the link or reach out to me, and I will share more about that. Next week, I will actually have my own pack, hopefully, and I will be sharing the Pick Your Own Card weekly guidance with my own cards. Very, very exciting. Okay, so have a fabulous week. Love and blessings. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.